This is a video for the Fetiche de Rouges Syndicate. Well, everyone, we took Radish to our third event together. We took him all the way back down to Aiken, South Carolina, to the Stableview FEI 2-star short. This is basically the same level of competition that he competed at 3 weeks ago in North Carolina. And it was the same dressage test, which is quite interesting. What 3 weeks makes a difference. You know, I was very happy with the way he went at Carolina in the 2-star short test, and 3 weeks more training, and he came out and did an even better test. I just feel like he's stronger, he's more with me, and yeah, he knocked the ball out of the park, hit the ball out of the park. We scored a score of 26, which we got a 74.7% from one judge and a 73.1% from another judge, and we won the dressage, which was pretty cool because there was I think 30 horses in the class. By saying that, I feel like looking at the list of horses, we are on the best horse, so I'd be a bit embarrassed if we didn't win the dressage. One of the judges, the judge at C actually, who gave us the really big score, she actually was one of the judges at the Olympic Games. I feel like with Radish's training, he still needs to develop a fair bit of muscle. He's when I ride him, he still feels a little bit weak, and I think that there's no magic here. And I feel like he's getting stronger already in our short period of time, but he's still a young horse, and the feeling I get under the saddle is he's his back and his top line's got to get a little bit stronger, and I think this only really will happen just with consistent training, and it will take months and years to get there. The judges seem to love him, and he's one thing I'd say about in the dressage, he does get a little bit excited, you know, in the warm-up, and a little bit nervous, but it makes him better. Like some of the thoroughbred horses, when they get nervous or a little bit tense at the dressage, that it shows up as in like the horses get a little hot and squirrely, and Radish actually sort of puffs himself up and gets a bit more cadence and expression in his walk, trot, canter. So I actually think his personality is perfect for a really good dressage test, because he's actually a little bit better at the competition when he's a little bit fired up. So I do believe this is a great attribute. I think, you know, just reviewing our weekend, obviously it was a fantastic result to finish on a score of 26 and to win the 2-star short in our early outing is a huge accomplishment. And it's very, very exciting. Every event we go to, I'm a little bit more in sync with him. By saying that, he still needs to, in the jumping, he needs to relax a little bit and sort of soften his frame a bit. And the cross-country, you'll see it in the video soon, he gets spicy and strong, and then it puts his head up a little bit high and stiffens a fair bit. So I think our training for the, you know, he's an awesome jumper. He's careful and scopy, and that. The biggest thing I'm going to be working on is trying to get him a bit more relaxed and taking a breath between the fences. Our jumping coach, Peter Wild, is brilliant with these types of horses. You know, the raw material we have with Radish is unbelievable. Like, he's beautiful in the dressage, and then he gallops like the wind, and his natural jump is sensational. I feel like he's still very, very green, and my main focus in the next sort of 6 months is just consistent training. And I'd say that he's achieved a lot as a young horse just on his pure talent, and my goal is to try and get him a little bit more trained and understanding, and not sort of just doing everything on his natural ability. So the dressage, I think that was Friday. and then the show jumping was Saturday morning. And we were very fortunate that Peter stuck around for an extra day to help us train the show jumping. It was actually very hard to get a clear round. I had another horse in it. It was quite a big course and a fair bit spooky. And you can see Radish he's a sensational jumper. He's a great jumper in the sense that over smaller jumps he doesn't really show much, and then as you make the jumps bigger and bigger, then he just jumps higher and higher. So he's an efficient jumper, which I love. Like, he's got a great technique, and he's ultra careful. If you're sort of, when he gets the jump, he's very quick off the ground with his front legs, and sort of snaps off the ground, and very good with his hind legs too. So you see between the jumps, he sort of comes up against my hand a little bit. And right there, I've got to try and, in the training, try and keep him a little bit soft and a little bit looser in the connection. And it's more evident in the cross country where he's so eager to get to the jumps. Sometimes he sort of runs a little bit fast at the jumps. And my goal would be that I don't have to wrestle with him in front of the jump there, like on that fence there, where he's running at the jump and then I'm sort of holding him back off it. And this is just training. And I will say, cross country guys, he is lightning fast. Too fast, actually. Obviously, I wanted to win the class, but I think in the next couple of events, I might intentionally go a little bit slower in the cross country and work on his rideability. He's very, very brave and keen, and as you can see there, he's a great galloper. Ultimately, my long-term plan would be to get him where I'm not sort of pulling him back as he gets to the jump, that he maintains self-carriage coming to the fence on a little bit of a lighter hand. This is towards the end of the course where he's taken a bit of a breath. And you still see there how quick and sharp he is with his front legs. I'll probably look for an event. I feel like there's an event at Fairhill next month. I'm actually looking forward to the next couple of weeks of just training him and schooling him at home. I might do another event at this level, or we might move him up to intermediate 3-star. He's very capable of it, but I'm always sort of, trying to have this long-term plan of where we want this horse to be towards the end of the year. And I mean, I feel like I could jump any course in the world on him, but for him to be, a champion horse for a long time is, I think this first 6 months here is we're just building a partnership, and so we've got to work on these turns there where he's a little bit more relaxed. And he actually should take a little bit of a breath in the cross country. And again, I was sort of moderately zipping along to get the win, but maybe we'd find some other lower key events where I'd intentionally just run him around the cross country a little bit slower and teach him that between the jumps he could just settle down a bit. I love his enthusiasm though, guys. It's a wonderful attribute, having a horse that's keen and wanting to go and looking for the fences. So I think Radish has just got to settle down a bit, but he's in good shape. I'm very, very pleased with him, and I really think the sky's the limit with him, and we couldn't have started better. We're rocking and rolling, guys, and it's very, very exciting to think of the future.